Hi, I'm Rebekah Gambal. Due to the coronavirus pandemic, the college where I attend is closed, and I'm presenting my persuasive speech remotely. Maybe you've thought about learning to play an instrument in the past, or maybe the thought has never crossed your mind. No matter which of these applies to you, research shows that it may be time to give learning some type of musical instrument a little more than just a thought. I'm speaking on this topic because learning to play an instrument has had a positive effect on my life and has rescued me during hard times. I understand that learning to play concert piano or joining a rock band may not be for everyone, but nonetheless, if you're willing to put in the work, learning to play an instrument will have a mind-blowing effect on your life. If we're honest, deep down inside, who doesn't want something to change their life? So I'm going to try and persuade you to learn to play a musical instrument. Learning to play an instrument will have a positive effect on your life. According to an article by Sophia Oliver on AustinClassicalGuitar.org, teaching kids at the Garden Betch Juvenile Justice Center in Austin, Texas to play guitar is having a mind-blowing effect. Oliver states that not only is the program helping kids to develop their future, but it's also helping them to recognize their potential and build their self-esteem. Oliver goes on to say that the kids involved in learning guitar through the program are more likely to graduate because it fosters a positive attitude towards learning. Finally, Oliver points out that the impact on the kids is so clear that it's begun to have a positive impact on other residents and staff in the facility as well. Next, according to the article Einstein on Creative Thinking, Music and the Intuitive Art of Science Imagination by Robert and Michelle Root Berenstein, Einstein attributed many of his scientific discoveries to his study and practice of music. The article claims that for Einstein, music was how he experienced the world and made connections between things he never would have perceived otherwise. The article continues to claim that Einstein may have even discovered the theory of relativity and made the connections between time and space through his time spent playing the piano and the violin. The author even quotes Einstein several times in saying that music was the driving force behind his intuition that led to many of his discoveries. Einstein's life was changed by learning music, and then Einstein changed the world. Now let's look at how learning to play an instrument can keep you going when life gets hard. According to an article on 10thAvenueNation.com, Mike Donahue, the lead singer of a successful Christian band, used learning to play guitar to help him cope with one of the hardest times in his life. The article says that during his senior year of high school, Mike was thrown from a car, causing extensive injuries, including a broken back. It goes on to say that he was forced to abandon his dreams of playing college basketball and lay flat on his back for months. But it was during this time that he began to learn guitar. The article concludes that it was through this constant practice of guitar that he was able to cope with his new reality, and that learning to play guitar gave him a new hope for the future. As you can see from these specific instances, learning to play an instrument may change your life, and it will certainly have a positive effect on your education and your confidence. Learning to play an instrument really has had a positive effect on my life. The practice has taught me determination when things were difficult and has grown my desire to learn. So I just want to encourage you, as someone who's seen its power, to give it a try. We've talked about how learning to play an instrument has helped everything from kids in a justice center to modern science. Now let's talk about how it can benefit you. Everyone should want to learn to play an instrument. According to GuitarCenter.com, learning to play an instrument has benefits for people of all types and ages. GuitarCenter.com insists that not only is learning to play an instrument good for students in school, but it's also good for adults in all stages of life. GuitarCenter.com also says that research shows that the benefits are great not only when you initially start learning an instrument, but they also continue to increase and grow as you do as well. GuitarCenter.com goes on to say that for students from kindergarten to seniors in college, learning to play an instrument will have a huge impact on learning, behavior, and attitude. GuitarCenter.com says that, according to research done by the University of Kansas, when students learn to play an instrument while in school, the graduation rate increases 20 to 30%, and the number of suspensions drops exponentially. GuitarCenter.com also says that, according to research done by the University of Toronto, students that are learning an instrument even show greater fluency in learning a second language. Finally, GuitarCenter.com says that for adults in all stages of life, learning to play an instrument will lower blood pressure, increase patience, and give a sense of achievement. The author points to professors at the University of Florence, whose research shows a link between playing music at 60 beats per minute and lowering blood pressure through the synchronizing of brain waves with the music. GuitarCenter.com says that through the struggles of developing your finger strength and working through learning difficult songs or progressions, you become more patient and prouder of your accomplishments. Therefore, continuing to learn to play a musical instrument will change your attitude, build your self-esteem, and overall lead to a happier, healthier life in the long run. Learning to play an instrument is like unlocking the door to a new, brighter future. In conclusion, I hope that I've succeeded in persuading you to learn to play an instrument, and I want to ask you to do two things. First, think about what type of instrument interests you, whether it's a piano or a guitar or a tuba or anything in between. Then jump in and spend some time actually learning to play whatever instrument you think suits you. Everyone wishes that his or her life was better in some way, and I can tell you from experience that learning to play an instrument is a tangible way to make that happen. Get started today and don't waste any more time wishing that you could play an instrument or just thinking about learning. Thank you for your close attention during my persuasive speech on learning to play an instrument.